Hey guys, it's me Elisa, and just to start off with, I promise I own more than one shirt. This is my sleep shirt. I wear the same shirt to bed every night for like a couple weeks and switch it out, but all my clothes are actually packed right now because I'm leaving the country in a couple days, or like the day after tomorrow for a while, so all my other sleep shirts are packed and my hair's wet. And by the way, y'all, if you think it's growing longer, please let me know. I'm trying super hard to get it back to the length that it was because I cut it like up to here in January, and so far it's grown a good bit, so I'm kind of like low-key obsessing over that. But I'm going to be doing a request that I received in emails, and I haven't read it yet, so this is going to be my first time hearing it. Hopefully I can help the person out, so I'm going to keep you anonymous. But it says, "Hi Elisa, can I first say that I love the videos you have done. It's been really helpful and comforting for me in my situation." Oh, thank you so much. My ex dumped me in March because she thought it wasn't right long term. We had a very good relationship, and when we had a few weeks we had a few weeks arguing prior to breaking up. But before that, we had been very strong. I made a few mistakes when we broke up and tried to get her back. I gave her some space. I sent some flowers after a few weeks, which went down well. But mid-April, I discovered a picture of her and a guy on Facebook saying spontaneous fourth date. It killed me. And I called her up and told her I knew about it. We spoke for a long time, but all she kept saying was it's over, despite her contacting me a few times during the split and not giving me that much closure. I told her on the phone I had to delete her from all social media, good, to find out, or to move on and have my dignity, which I did, and then later found out that she blocked me on Facebook. This weekend I have just found out that she's on Tinder, which suggests to me that it's no longer with the guy. I do still love her, but no, it's not right to speak to her anymore because she's caused me so much pain. Is it normal to feel kind of happy that she's back on the dating scene and that it's not progressed with the guy since we broke up? This is a very good question, and I'm really glad you emailed me. Let me just break it down in like order of the email. So I'm very sorry you're going through this. Breakups definitely suck. Let me just say all the pain you're feeling and all the stress you're feeling and maybe this relief that you're feeling from Tinder is completely normal. Oh my god. So I used to have a Tinder account, right? And after the breakup and everything, like I re-downloaded it, then I deleted it, and then a couple months ago I re-downloaded it because my best friend made a Tinder account and I wanted to show her how it works. So I showed her how it worked and I pulled up the app and I was like, okay, this is Tinder, so you swipe left for no and right for yes, and then my ex-boyfriend popped up and she was like, is that your ex? And I was like, oh my god, yes. And so I deleted the app again. But it's such a good feeling seeing your ex on Tinder because it means that their relationship that you thought they had failed, and it's like very pleasing, very pleasurable, and it lets you know that they're literally on the same platform as you are. It tells you that they're literally not doing much better than you. They're looking for someone not to fall in love with, not to take away the to take away the pain. They're looking for someone to cover you up with. They're looking for a band-aid. Girls, we love affection. We love being told how pretty we are. We love being cuddled. We love being kissed. We love being complimented. And that's all she's looking for. She's looking for someone to give her the attention that she can't get from you anymore because you guys broke up. So definitely, it's okay to be happy that she's back on Tinder. I definitely was. But we're being happy for the wrong reason. It's not like, yeah, good for her, I still love her and I'm glad she's trying to be happy again. Like, it's not that kind of happiness. It's like, oh, good, she's a loser, she's still looking for someone. So definitely it's okay. Every girl that I know has gotten back on Tinder after their breakup, so it's nothing to be worried about. It should actually be a little bit of an ego booster for you. So she broke up with you. You had a good relationship, but you guys were arguing a lot. You made a few mistakes. So, for me, every time a guy makes a few mistakes, which, I'm assuming it's sleeping with other girls or, like, hooking up with other girls, if that's what it is, you can't get our trust back from that. Once that goes down, it's very hard for us to, forgive you after that. And even if we do forgive you, we'll never forget, and that'll always stay in the relationship from there on out. So if that's what you did, maybe she just lost trust over that and she just didn't want to deal with it anymore, and perhaps it made her fall out of love. And I hate saying that. Falling out of love is the most painful thing that can happen to you. But unfortunately, it is a reality, and it does happen, and it's inevitable. You know, it was already pre-written that you were going to make the mistakes that you made, and it was pre-written that she wasn't going to be able to move past them. So, you sent flowers, which is really good. The picture of her and a guy on Facebook, I promise you, it was literally just a slap in your face. I did the same thing after my breakup. You know, I started hanging out with a bunch of guys, and I would post pictures online. It was just to say, look at me, you know, I can move on. I can get whatever guy I want. And I don't want to sound cocky, but I could have easily gotten a new boyfriend if I wanted to. Like, having a boyfriend is not really hard to do. It might not be an amazing boyfriend. It might not be, like, the boyfriend for me, but finding a new guy to go on dates with is not hard, and she just wanted to show you that she can date people, and that's nothing to be intimidated by. That's nothing to be scared by. You shouldn't be like, oh my god, she's moving on. No. These guys don't love her. She doesn't love them. She just loves the attention that she's receiving from them. She just loves the fact that she still belongs to someone. Girls love having someone to belong to. She's obviously not a very confident woman, like, oh, I'm self-sufficient, I completely run everything on my own. No, she's the kind of girl who it sounds like needs a guy to feel special, and that's not a girl that you want, I promise you, especially if she's using this as a tactic for jealousy. Pathetic. So, you called her, blah, blah, blah. She kept saying it was over in between y'all. So, I told her on the phone I had to delete her from social media. That's really good. I'm glad you did that because, you know, a lot of guys, they want to keep the girl around on social media because they're nosy, but, you know, you had the balls to say no. I don't want to see your shit anymore. So good for you, because I promise you, if you would have kept following her on social media, she would have kept posting pictures with guys. But now that you unfollowed her, she's probably not going to, because what's the point if you're not going to see it? Unless y'all have mutual friends, and, you know, they'll send the pictures to her, like, oh my god, look who he's hanging out with. Like, if you guys don't have mutual friends, if it's just like you and her, she's not gonna do anything and post it because she has no way of getting it back to you. But if she does have mutual friends and you guys unfollowed each other, she probably still will post pictures of guys and stuff just because she knows that it'll get back to you somehow. So if you get pictures of her, like, from your friends, ignore it. Be like, nice try, dude, but she's just doing this to make me jealous. Take it from me. I'm the professional artist. Like, I know exactly what's going through her head. She blocked you on Facebook. She probably did that. Every time I blocked a guy off of Facebook, it was because I wanted to show him a point. I wanted to show him, look, I don't need you anymore. Screw you. You know, you disappointed me. I can be fine on my own. So that's probably what she's doing. I mean, if she has a different mindset, I'd be curious to know what it is, but if I had to assume, it's because she wants to show you that she is independent. You know, she's independent because she posted a picture with a new guy. She's independent because she blocked out Facebook. Like, she's trying all this stuff to act so big and macho and cool, but she's hurting. That's why she's back on Tinder. So, I know you still love her, but I do like the fact that you admit that it's not right to speak to her anymore. I like that you said that because it shows that you're not desperate. You know, you're not going to be like, oh my god, please take me back. Like, that's so pathetic. I promise you, if anything is going to want her or want to make her come back, it's going to be your independence with this whole situation. It's going to be the way you carry yourself and the way you present yourself. So I definitely think you're doing a good job with how you're handling this. However, I do not think that right now is the time to take her back. If she does change her mind, definitely wait it out. I would say maybe try the no contact rule. Wait a month or two, a month and a half. No contact, no social media interactions, no mutual friend interactions, no physical encounters, no talking to her parents, no talking to her, no texting her, no Snapchatting her, no sending letters, nothing for a month and a half to 2 months, and see what happens. If you don't hear from her, the odds are she doesn't care anymore. Either she doesn't care or she is just trying her best to move on. But time will reveal her feelings for you. You know, time will show if she really loves you, or time will show that she can completely get over you if she fell out of love with you. So it just depends. I know, you know, this is going to be a really big step for you to, like, delete her off everything and to quit talking to her, but you have to love yourself more than you love her. Because at the end of the day, you are all that you have left. When she broke up with you, that gave you a chance to start a relationship with yourself. So you need to put yourself first, love yourself first, love yourself enough to get rid of her, because she doesn't want to be with you right now. And anyone who doesn't want to be with you, screw them. If they can't recognize how great you are, how fabulous you are, how nice or sweet you are, that's their loss and not yours. I know it's like such a cliche saying, but it's true. You know, I saw this quote. It was like, I love me because you don't anymore. I respect myself because you don't anymore. I cherish me because you don't anymore. Like, it was just like, because you don't do any of this anymore, I'll do it for myself. And that's exactly what your mentality should be. And I promise you, your mentality is going to waver. There's going to be times where you're like, yeah, I don't need her. But then there's going to be times where you're like, oh my god, I miss her so much. It's going to go back and forth. But you have to remember that you're going to pull through. You're going to be okay. And it's all going to work out. Either you're going to get back together with her and she's going to be new and improved. And, you know, perhaps she'll come clean about everything and say, look, the Tinder thing, I was just in pain, I wanted to cover it up. Or she's going to be like, no, I genuinely do want to move on from you. Time will tell. But one thing that you cannot do is figure out everything right now. That's one thing I just kept telling myself. Like, Elisa, you can't know everything right now. Like, I'm the kind of person who likes to know what's going on when. Like, I like having everything on a schedule. I have everything written down on a calendar all the time. Like, I use my agenda all the time. Like, I love knowing what's going on when. And so after the breakup, I was so confused. I was like, oh my god, what do I do now? Like, how do I figure this out? How do I figure that out? But I had to keep telling myself time. I still don't exactly know why my ex and I broke up, and it's been 10 months. But I know that one day I'll figure out the reason why. I definitely know that I benefited from it. I grew up to be a very strong, independent, mature person. I righted all my wrongs. You know, I figured out what was wrong with me and I fixed it. Like, my whole dating game has changed. Like, I don't put all my eggs in one basket anymore. I put about one egg in each 12 baskets, and it's all about, you know, finding the positives in the most negative situation. So maybe figure out what you can do to fix yourself in this time. Because it took me a very long time to figure out any optimistic points in my breakup, like any optimistic reasons. Like, I was always like, I lost him, he was my best friend, he was my this, my that. No, he was the boy that left me. At the end of the day, after all the wedding talk and the future talk and the this and then that, at the end of the day, all that doesn't matter because he was the one who broke my heart and left me. He was the one that one day woke up and decided that I was no longer good enough for him anymore. So that's his freaking loss. Everything that they used to be, everything your ex-girlfriend used to be, everything my ex-boyfriend used to be, it's gone. It's gone just like the time that it occupied. It's all gone. It all ticks away. All that you can look forward to is what's to come. What are you going to do for the future? Are you going to sit here and mope over someone that clearly doesn't care about you anymore? Or are you going to use this time to build yourself up and make yourself better for the next one? Build yourself up and make yourself better so that way she can really hate herself for leaving you. It's all about the power. You know, you have the power to make this an amazing situation or an awful situation. It's all about mind over matter. I can sit here and cry that my ex left me, even though it's been a long time. I can sit here and cry that I wasn't good enough. I can sit here and cry that this or cry that. But I could also choose to be like, you know what? That poor boy is missing out on the greatest love he's ever going to find. Because I know nobody's going to offer him what I did. And it's not being cocky. It's just being confident. Like, I know I was the best at doing my job of being his girlfriend. You were probably the best job of being her boyfriend. Maybe you weren't, maybe you were. Who knows? But time will tell. Time will tell. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Hang in there. Implement no contact. You know, don't chase after her. Don't look like that kind of person because it doesn't help. It actually is kind of embarrassing. So try to, you know, refrain from any signs of weakness. Keep yourself busy. I have a lot of videos on my page, like what to do now that you're single, or are you freshly single, or how to be single. Like, I have a lot of videos like on what to do. So just watch those, get some ideas, and let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Comment below your thoughts, your requests. Send me an email. I'll put my bio, or not my freaking bio, what's it called? My contact information down below. So thank you so much for the request. I really loved it, and keep me updated with how everything goes. I'm interested to hear. So God bless. Bye.